Welcome to Cultivated, the podcast where sustainable landscapes meet smart solutions. I'm your host, Eric Behunin. Today, we're diving into a tale close to my heart. It's an inspiring journey that spans 3 generations, rooted in innovation and branching out toward a greener future. We'll be exploring my grandfather's trailblazing work, my father's creative strides, and how we're setting the stage for the next era in horticulture with state-of-the-art automation. So let's embark on this captivating adventure together. Nearly a century ago, my grandfather, J. Leland Behunin, began a legacy that would shape the green industry across Utah. He wasn't just a man who cared for trees. He was a student of the earth. He believed that the way we treat living systems reflects the way we live ourselves. After studying at the Davie Institute of Tree Surgery in Ohio, he brought home knowledge that was decades ahead of its time. He learned how to treat the soil, strengthen the roots, and bring trees back from the brink of decline. His passion for innovation led to something revolutionary, injecting nutrients directly into the soil and the vascular systems of trees. Those methods saved hundreds of Utah's trees, including many that still stand today on Temple Square and at the Utah State Capitol. In 1944, my grandfather founded the Behunin Tree Service based in Salt Lake City. His reputation quickly spread, not just for his craftsmanship, but for the way he approached every project with care and precision. In 1965, leaders of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints reached out with an ambitious idea. What if Temple Square could be lit for Christmas, trees shining like stars through the winter night? My grandfather was asked to make it happen. He worked side by side with church architects and landscape managers to design a system that illuminated the trees without harming them. That project lit more than just a city. It sparked a family tradition of innovation that would carry on for generations. My father, Benjamin Behunin, carried that same creative spark forward. After years of working beside his dad, he continued the Temple Square lighting tradition and expanded it to other major sites across Utah. In the early 1990s, he was approached by his childhood friend, Larry H. Miller, who had a vision to make his new arena and corporate campuses come alive with light. Together, they built stunning displays at the Delta Center and Jordan Commons. I joined my father during those years, and together we reinvented the lighting process, cutting labor costs by nearly 40% while protecting the trees we worked on. That experience taught me something important. Innovation doesn't just come from technology. It comes from people who are willing to ask, can we do this better? Years later, I founded Horticultural Group, a consulting firm built on those same principles of creativity, sustainability, and innovation. Our focus was clear: help large corporate clients bring order and structure to their landscape programs. We developed maintenance specifications, service standards, and billable frameworks that allowed contractors to perform, measure, and grow with clarity. But in the process, we discovered something bigger. By 2018, the industry had hit a wall. Labor costs had climbed to unsustainable levels. Qualified workers were harder to find. The traditional landscape maintenance model, the one we'd relied on for decades, simply wasn't built for the future. That's when we knew it was time for another leap forward. That's why in 2018, we partnered with Husqvarna to test early robotic mowing systems in real-world commercial environments. We learned everything, from site mapping and coverage algorithms to the real costs and savings that automation brings. We pushed through every barrier, technical, operational, and cultural, until we understood what it takes to make robotics work at scale. And now we're ready for what's next. Today, with the Crest Robotics ecosystem, we're introducing a new generation of innovation, led by the Crest Voyager 40-inch commercial mower and CyberTank charging technology. These systems give large maintenance providers the power to scale up operations, take on more work, and cut operating costs, all while reducing their environmental footprint. At Horticultural Group, our role is to guide the industry through this change. We work with contractors, municipalities, and property managers to develop transition strategies, everything from training teams and programming zones to building full-scale business models around automation. We also host lunch and learn sessions and live demos at our Smart Yard Learning showroom, giving contractors hands-on experience with robotics before they deploy them in the field. Because automation isn't just a new tool, it's a new way of doing business. 3 generations ago, my grandfather cared for the trees that defined Utah's skyline. My father carried that legacy forward, and today it's my turn. Through Horticultural Group, we're helping the industry evolve, combining technology, sustainability, and decades of horticultural expertise. I'm Eric Behunin, founder of Horticultural Group, and this is our story, a story that's rooted in innovation and growing into the future. Thank you for tuning into Cultivated. I'm Eric Behunin, and it's been a pleasure sharing my family's story and our vision for the future. Be sure to check the show notes for any links or articles mentioned in today's episode. Thanks for tuning in. Stay smart, stay sustainable, and keep it cultivated.